What's up, guys? How's it going? I want to talk about what your why is. So, my why for starting this journey is that I am turning 40. And I'm going to tell you guys the honest truth. I saw my dad die at 70. And wake up call 40 and 70, that's 30 years. He died of unknown reasons, and I mean unknown to me. And that's shocking. That's something that's wide awake. Now, my dad wasn't relatively healthy, and I mean by healthy is a normal person who didn't do much. He worked, he ate, he slept. He didn't train, he didn't try and work on his health. So 70 came up, he had a complication in some sort of health, and he's now dead. And now I look at that and it's like, okay, what can I do to make sure that that doesn't happen to me? That was my motivation for looking at my 40s and saying, I need to do something about this. I need to take care of my health. I need to start focusing on this because I got 4 beautiful kids. I got a beautiful wife at home. I don't want to be in a place where I'm not there for them. That was my motivation. And so when I saw that, I was like, hey, well, now's the time. I got to start doing something about this. I enjoy powerlifting. I enjoy lifting heavy. But let's be completely honest. That's not going to be the thing that's going to help me over time. That's not going to be the thing that's going to help me be at my daughter's weddings. I got 3 daughters. That's 3 weddings. I got to be able to walk down that aisle. I got to be able to lift up my grandkids. And I'm thinking about that because if I don't get to that point, it'll never happen. If I don't train for it, it'll never happen. So I can't be upset when I do get there because let's say, for instance, we are living longer as people. If you are moderately healthy and exercising, you'll live longer. So let's point this out. I turn 40 in a couple months. After that, there's 50. Decades. Thinking decades, not years. So after that, 60. After that, 70. That's 3 decades. That's all I got left. But not really. I have more because I'm training for it. Because I'm training to be able to take myself past that point. So when I talk about my why, that is for my wife and for my kids. My why is the people I see every single day that love me, that show me love. What's your why? Why is it that you need to start this journey? I can't answer that for you. And I think that I meet with a lot of people in the personal training space. And the thing that I think that is difficult for people to answer is what is their actual why? So they put off. And they put off because they can't answer that question. What is my why? Until you can answer that question, you're not going to be able to actually do this. And you're going to find it really difficult to get this done because you're going to think, well, I don't really have a why or, I can put it off till next year. And then you put it off to another year. And then you put it off to another year. And then you put it off to another year. And all of a sudden, it's too late. So I meet with people all the time that are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. And I call this the lost generation. Now, the reason I call this the lost generation in the gym space, that is, the reason why I call it that, morning.
Good morning.
Hey, how's it going, buddy? The reason I call it that is because between that age of 20, 30, and 40, so I say late 20s going into the 40s, men and women start having kids. And what you'll notice is that as they have kids, they'll start sacrificing and it's the sacrifice of themselves to be able to get their kids into school events and track and sports and all these different things, academics. And they raise these kids to get them to this life and they sacrifice everything. Now, when I think about it, I don't think I have kids. Raising kids is not the problem. I think the problem is efficiency of time. We are so used to just being entertained and sitting down. It's so easy to sit down and do nothing. I'm tired. I'm so lay down. And it's so easy for us to do that. And oftentimes, what is easy for you is a thing that's not good for you. So just sitting there and waiting for your energy to come back, that's not what you want to be able to do. You want to be able to focus on, all right, how do I improve this? It's one step at a time. So if you're like looking at this and saying, okay, what do I do next from this video? You understand your why, right? So here's what you're gonna do, okay? Grab a pen and paper. Write down your why. Write down what's the reason why that you need to take care of yourself, right? And if it's for loved ones, then write down. If you say that you love your loved ones, you need to start taking care of yourself. If it's for yourself, for whatever reason, for career success or for something, for a legacy that you want to leave, if you actually care about that legacy, you need to start taking care of yourself. And if it's for some future that you don't even know about, if you actually care about the future, you need to start taking care of yourself. You need to start now. Just start. All you gotta do is like put on a pair of shoes, go for a walk. That's where you start. It's nice outside in most of the world. That's where the first place you start. And then everything else will come. Going to the gym, all that stuff. While that's great, I call the gym the North American problem. I mean, we have gyms. I turn around. We have gyms, but in North America, the gym is a big thing. It's part of our culture. But in a lot of parts of the world, the gym is just literally it's for athletes. So while I work in a gym, I'm an advocate for the gym. I suggest that people should go to the gym. But the reality is you don't need a gym to start being healthy and fit. In order to start being healthy and fit, all you need to do is just get up and start walking. All you need to do is just figure out, okay, once you start getting up and walking, even for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever it is, start doing something. Because once you start doing something, then you can do a little bit more, you can do a little bit more, then you can do a little bit more until you're doing a whole lot. Don't feel like it's daunting to be able to do a lot, because that's where a lot of people get messed up, where they keep putting it off because they don't think they can actually do the whole thing. Like I said, this is a 7-minute walk. You can take a walk with me. Listen to this for motivation, whatever it is you need. But if you have any questions, drop it in the comments. I've been training people for 20 years now. I've been doing in the health and fitness game for a long time. And my main goal out of starting this channel is create a community for men who are looking at getting in fit and healthy, right? Is getting muscle fit and healthy? Yeah, but my thing is fit and healthy. First and foremost, I'm an advocate for health and longevity. So I want to make sure that that's what we're talking about from a bigger perspective and not just the one perspective that I think that dominates the channels that we have, which is how to build muscle, how to get that six-pack, how to get this morning, how to get your bigger muscles. While that's all great, it's all sexy. When you're 80, how big your muscles are isn't really going to matter, because your muscles will atrophy by that point and you won't be that big. Unless you're on a bunch of TRT, you'll see what that's like, 80-year-olds on TRT. But the bigger thing I'm talking about is your heart and lungs is also a big part of that. So if you're not doing anything for that, while you have all the muscle in the world, if you don't have the heart and lungs, you won't be able to carry it. Sorry, it has to be said. So make a decision today to start doing something. Drop a comment, subscribe to this channel if you found anything out of this. Thank you. Peace.